In this video, I'm talking about autism and inertia, autistic inertia. Really interesting concept. Let's get into it. I don't know if you've heard of it. Hey guys, welcome back to TheAspieWorld. My name is Dan, and today I'm talking about autistic inertia, which is basically, you know when you really want to do something, but then you have like no motivation to do it? That. Guys, my name is Dan, and I have autism and ADHD, OCD, and dyslexia. If you're new around here and you haven't really subscribed or seen my channel before, make sure to hit the subscribe button by clicking the notification bell down below so you don't miss a video. Right then, let's get into this video. Okay, so autism inertia, which is, I used to just call it like just an episode. Like I never used to like know there was a name for it, but there is a name for it. It's called the autism inertia or autistic inertia. It also can be called ADHD inertia, and basically that means a moment where you're wanting to do something, but your brain is like, guess what? Nah, we ain't doing it. Which is really frustrating because autistic individuals are highly driven to do things. They have loads of projects, loads of ideas. If you know exactly what I mean, spam the comments right now with, that's me. Because we have all these things we want to do. I want to build loads of Lego. I want to play Minecraft and make the best thing in the world. I want to learn how to be a chef. I'm going to make loads of friends, download this app, be productive, journal. How many journals do we have, right? Yet, when it comes down to the nitty-gritty, we don't do it. So I wanted you to talk a little bit about autism inertia and how it impacts my life, but also I want to go through kind of some of the traits of autism inertia to see if that's what you're experiencing, because it could be a lack of motivation due to many things. You know, autism comes with mental health issues, autism comes with comorbidities, and that could impact your ability to feel motivated. But inertia has certain traits, because this is it. So the first one is issues with transitioning when starting and stopping tasks. So like if you're you're writing a book, right? And then you think, oh, I really need to kind of make a sandwich. And you want to go to do sandwich, but you're doing the book thing, and then the sandwich thing gets in the way. So now you're like, oh, if I go to do the sandwich, I'm never going to come back and do the book. So do I just stay and do the painting, or do I, or the book, or do I go to do the, I'm already getting confused. Do I stay and do the book, or do I go and do the sandwich? Which one of those, how does it direct? It just gets crazy because that moment, that inertia where you're like, I don't know which one's best to do. So instead of doing any of them, you do none of them. And you become completely unmotivated. Nothing happens. And instead of going forward, you actually just stay still. And that's no good. Okay, next part. Not being aware of time. Now, this is really interesting. You'll be like, yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get up. I'm gonna work. And like I did a video on this. I did a TikTok and an Instagram reel on my Instagram. So if you don't follow me on Instagram or TikTok, I will leave the links here somewhere so you can go follow me. But you guys have to see this video. It's like my day where I get up and I journal what I do in the day. So I get up and then I kind of, go for a run, get my kids ready, and I go for a run, and I come back and shower and stuff like that. But I'm never aware of time. I'm like, yeah, it's 9 o'clock in the morning. I'll be done in like 2 minutes. Then the next thing I know, it's like 11:30, 12 o'clock. And I'm like, goodness. Where did all the time go? At that moment of inertia, you feel like you've lost all that time unproductively, and now you can't get it back, and you're just in that stuck. You're in the middle of that moment of inertia where you're like, can't do any of it, can't do all of it, so I'm going to do none of it. And that is really the impact, because rather than you just completing one little task that impacts dopamine, you end up doing no tasks, and you have no dopamine, and you're in the middle of an inertia, and nothing happens. Okay, so the next one is issues planning to start a task, right? This is ADHD and autism, like, to the T. Okay, this is what we do. We are going to plan everything out. So I have so many notebooks, dudes. Like, I have so many notebooks, and I'm going to plan all these things out. But when it comes to actually planning, when it comes to actually putting pen to paper to plan it, you go, I need coffee. Go get coffee. Come back with the coffee. We're sitting here. I need a new notepad. I need a different pen. And we never get around to doing the actual planning or starting the thing that we need to do. We just sit there planning to plan. And in some cases, we don't even do that. We say, oh, there's so many things to write down. No, it's just not going to do it. Can't do it. My brain's too fried. It happens all the time. I'm like, so many things to do. Rather than just do one of them, none. I'm doing none of them. Oh, my goodness. So that's a moment of inertia, right? Not feeling motivated, just simply getting out of bed and being like, I have so many things to do, and instead I'm going to destroy an entire tube of Pringles and watch Kevin Smith movies all day. And like I did this, I finished. So this happened to me. I felt the unmotivated moment of inertia, when I came out of university, and I was so like, rigid, strict routine for university, and I knew it off by heart. I'd get this time, but this lecture, come back to it. I graduated, and I was like, okay. And then my girlfriend got up and went to work, and I was like, what do I do in my time? Like, what do I do? I didn't have a job. I just started YouTube. And I was like, what do I do? Like, I have nothing to do. I've done all my YouTube work for like the day. And so I just literally was so unmotivated. I just like ate Pringles and watched the Kevin Smith movies, Mallrats and stuff. I was like, well, this is just ridiculous. Like, this is not getting anything done. And that moment of inertia then also had a knock-on effect. So because I was unmotivated, I became less wanting to get on with something. I became less interested in doing things. And that was horrible, because then it led to like a depressive state, right? And then a mental health issue, which is really interesting. And this video was shot all in one take, by the way, guys, which is really interesting, right? Because I've never done this before. So if you're enjoying this type of video, me just all in one take, just drop it in a comment down below and say, damn, this is a really cool idea. Let's do it again. Okay, so the last one is feeling stuck. So I don't know how many times I have literally like said, okay, like I have to post out these cards, like autism alert cards. And FYI, if you're interested in one, go to TheAspieWorld.com. You can order yourself one. So I'm going to post out these autism alert cards. I need to read this book to get some headlines out of it. I need to go through this and plan out my client work. I need to go through here and plan out my personal work, right? And all on top of that, I have to keep on top of journaling and my therapy sessions, which I keep in this little like notepad here, which has got cool stuff in it. Like I have like a little motivational card on the back, but hence this conversation. And I have my Brilliant medication in there. And it kind of just works really, really well, right? But all of those things combined make me stuck, because I just look at them and it terrifies me. I'm like, I can't do all these things. I have to also live and eat and work out and take care of my family and, do the stuff, the client stuff, the clients need deliverables. And then I have brands coming in, like, all these like cool, crazy things that I want to try out for brands that are helping people on the spectrum. It's just too much. It's just too much stuff. And I'm like, holy crap, how am I going to do all this? But there is help. I'm going to do a whole video on this, and this is an interesting thing. Give me a thumbs up in this video to indicate that you want to see a full breakdown of how we can overcome each point of this moment of inertia. I'm going to give you one simple takeaway right now, but in terms of everything I mentioned, I can do that. I can show you how I overcome all of these, right? But the first thing, this is the most important thing, is because we're autistic and ADHD, we have a chasing of dopamine, because we need dopamine releases, right? That's why we're addicted to kind of, fast food and video games and all this kind of stuff, because they give us instant hits of dopamine, which makes our brain go, awesome. But we're always needing that dopamine hit. So in terms of this, did you know that task taking, so taking a task off your list, bloop, done that, like take the laundry down, done it. Taking a task off your list actually increases dopamine exponentially. So this is what you need to do. If you just go to write down 3 items that you're going to do in the day, look, it could be the simplest things. It could be like having a shower, filling up my water bowl, and tidying my bed, right? If you have those 3 tasks and you know that's easy to complete, because you're not looking at all these tasks, you're looking at just 3 simple steps, and you do those steps and you tick them off, like you mark them off, you say, okay, done. You will feel so elated. You'll have a rush of dopamine, and this will increase your potential towards motivation, which will actually push you more towards doing these kind of things. Now, I have a whole host of different things that I do to kind of push me in those directions, right? And I'm going to share all those with you in the next video, but I need to know if you want to see that. So please give this video a thumbs up if you want to do that. I also have a Autism Life Hacks PDF book that you can download from autismtips.net. The link is in the description of this video if you want to check it out. And there's a bunch of other cool fun links down there. Excuse me. Ooh, I'm getting really bad hay fever, guys. So if you enjoyed this type of video, leave me a comment, tell me if you loved it, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. All right, peace. Okay, turn this thing off.